to know if you're up for this. Can you take this bliss from me? But I need to know if you're up for this. Can you take this bliss from me? To know if you're up for this. Do you need this kiss from me? But I need to know if you're up for this. Can you take this bliss from me?
we've been through. There was so I sleep with you. Say one day, you pray.
I would carry you through hell. And when I hear my name, with on starting the games, call me now, 'cause I can barely breathe. Oh, I can feel you chanting lively. I can feel that music in me. We were born just to believe. Can stay right here, we will play until somehow you can find a slightly different frame of mind. Right here in my arms, away from all harm. You'll be safe from all the flares, although I know you don't care.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deep breath and give it time. You can walk the path along the lines with your shattered frame of mind. You can always stay, you can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. They say to good fall, nothing at all. I distracts. You can lift your head up to the sky, take a beat and breath to give it time. You can walk the path along the lines with your shattered frame of mind. You can always stay, we can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. Your head up to the sky, take a deep breath and give it time. You can walk the path along the lines with your shattered frame of mind. It won't always stay. You can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind.
And when sunlight comes through, when that day isn't you,
It'll be time for a new frame of mind. When the light is on you, you will know what to do. Since you will have found your new frame of mind. When you lift your head up to the sky, take a deep breath and give it time.
you can
Walk the path along the lines. But always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play. Okay. Oh. Alright, so here's the goal. I'm gonna try to do Noki 6 5 times in a row, like without failing. And when I do that, then we can do a run. That's basically it. Like, that's all there is to it. Oh, no problem, Legendary. Glad I can help on something that I like completely forgot I even did. God damn it. There we go. Okay, that doesn't even count. It was so slow. If I get up there even. Why couldn't I... Okay. Oh, the nail. We'll still count this if I get it. That nail isn't... Like, I'd be fine with this in a run if this happened. Ooh, don't die though. Dying is bad. Okay. 1. Ah! 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 God damn it, what the... Ah! Restart. Now I gotta get 5 in a row still. That was bullshit. Oh my god, guys. Like, what the fuck? That was so dumb. Stupid yellow thing. Okay. 1. Oh boy. Okay. 2. Interesting movement. Okay, 3. Four. Okay, that was smooth. Okay, we got 5, so let's see how many we can get in a row. Okay, that was also smooth. Oh, I just clipped through the floor! I just clipped through the floor! Okay, well, this is good. Let's do it one more time so that we get it. I just want to make sure that I'm gonna be comfortable with this during a run, you know? Don't want to end with a failure either. We did get 5 in a row though, so it's a lot. I am feeling a lot more comfortable with it though. You can see like I'm doing like a very standardized movement set. Like I'm doing like the same thing every time. Although my camera was weird this time. And I was a little late, so now like I'll do this and then I'll go like this instead. That makes sense, so that's not bad. Okay. Alright. I should probably do Bowser a bit too. And I think that's it. I don't remember what Bowser's though. Lyell. Let's try to do Bowser 5 times in a row now without dying. It can be slow, just no dying. That's the important part. Okay, good. This is the last one? Yeah, it is. How many is that in a row? 2? It's 2 in a row, I think. Maybe 3 in a row. I don't know. Oh! I got so lucky. Oh, I'm dead. Yikes, so much for friggin' however many in a row or whatever. That's the idea, though, is that I'm not planning on doing. I have to do this more than 5 times, else I don't even need practice in the first place. That's what that says, which I do need practice. Oh God. Oh my god! LP! Dude, LP Twister, thank you for the sub. Welcome back to the sub club. Enjoy the emotes, man. Thank you so much, welcome back. I don't even know how many subs I have right now. Probably like not very many, because I don't think I didn't have that many subs in the last few days. They're probably down like at least 20. That's okay though. Thank you so much, LP. Wow, that was really ridiculous. Yeah. Oh shit, don't do that. Crap. Right, Edgraph. You have to have partner to get sub button, you have to have around 150 viewers average to be considered. It's about there. No, it's not. What are you talking about? What's not? What? You stream too much for this? What are you talking about? What? What? Oh. You mean 10 isn't good? 10 is good. Oh shit, I did it again. Whatever, we have 2 in a row, right? I think we have 2 in a row. I don't know, man. Your earliest highlight is from October 2nd, which is just a few months ago. When I was doing my daily stream for months straight, like, so I had like hundreds of days in a row. And some of the days I still would only have like, I had like 20 viewers on some of the days, 15 to 20 on like, when I played Rayman at least. But like, and then some other days it was more like 30 or 40. But that was daily streaming for about as long as you just like have highlights for. So like, I don't know. And it highly depends on the games that you're playing in the community that you have behind you. I also had a huge, even with having like a bunch of support from other streamers in the first few months, I still, like 10 viewers for the first like 2 months was pretty much it for me. And I had raids from Stivity Bobo, like multiple raids from Stivity Bobo when he had over 1,000 viewers. And the reason that I got those was because I was speedrunning Banjo-Kazooie when no one else was really speedrunning it, and so I kind of just like became friends with Stiv and some other Banjo runners. So I got a lot of attention from that, or like I got a lot of support. So having 10 viewers for, if you've been streaming since like October or September, is pretty good. to be honest. Especially if you're playing, it says Minecraft, Dota 2, Hearthstone, and Super Mario 64.
Someday, when I'm bigger,
Then that's really good. Don't think that that's bad, because it's not.
That's right, boy. Well put, son. The royal boomerang is as strong as...
10 is great because it's enough to where you'll have someone in chat basically. Like if you say something to the chat when you have 10 viewers, you should get a response. And that is that's like critical, because if you're streaming and you're not going to get a response, then it kind of like all of a sudden like you just don't really want to stream after, you know, an hour or so. For me at least, that's how it would go. So I'm really grateful that I didn't really have to experience that. Or I did experience that before I started the daily stream, but then when I started the daily stream, I did not. Which is thanks to, like, the raids that I got. And a few people, like, Ash in chat. Like, she was there every single day for, like, the first few months. Like, if I was streaming, she was there. Especially because it was during the summer, so she could be there. So, like, there was always someone in chat to talk to, and there was a few other people like that. And that's, like, really nice to have when you're starting. What am I doing? Okay, so, leg. That's 3 then, I think? I think that's 3. Arboration. There, if I was gonna shout you out, there'd be like so many people I'd have to shout out, but like, Ash was there 3 days into the daily stream, so, like, you were there, let's see here. You were there. You followed me, October of last year, so I've been doing the daily stream for at least 4 months then. Or, let's see. Yeah, 5 months. 4.5. 4.5. I can check Freckle. Or Frecklad. So I have 3 so far. Okay. One more. Let's see. Freaky lad. He followed me November of last year. You've been watching for over a year. Freaky. Sorry. I don't care. I probably looked you up like a bunch of times. I'm always curious when you actually followed, but... Really? Oh, I'm so sad now. It says January of this year. So, less than a year. Or unless that's a different account. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh yeah, Blake. Yeah, Blake. Oh, show. You better... This better be good, Blake. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me on the arbitrary date that you started watching, which you have no control over. Come on! So much lag. Well, we did it, guys. We did it. Boom. And then... let's see here. Oh, you fucking asshole, Blake. You freaking followed me and unfollowed me, like... There's, like, 2 pages on... Okay, no, there isn't. There's 34 emails. January 6th. January 6th. You have sent me like 7 donations, so that's part of the emails, I guess. One of them shows up in Chinese for the follows for some reason. Oh, it's because you were on mobile, the app. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, you guys ready for a run? Alright, so we have to unmod it. Which is this one. And then system menu. And then we have to load up the game through the disk. Oh wait, she's 21. Fucking smasher. Did you seriously not know that, Smasher? Like, you're joking, right? It's a joke, right? I'm not using Homebrew for runs. I only use Homebrew for practice.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Am I joking? You been watching Fi-Fi at all, Smasher? Using your tutorial on stream.
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master
Which reminds me, I should probably delete my my videos that I have up. I didn't even finish uploading them because when you uploaded yours, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna upload the rest of them. And then they're just sitting there on my account. And they're stupid because I should have just done it in one video. Like, that was dumb. I don't know why I split the videos up. Like, that was so stupid. Yeah.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing
Yeah, he's learning
this
BK.
item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash
Hey,
lithographic
K-Hertz.
browsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my tank. If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to...
Oh, yeah, I died to nippers in the friggin' tutorial. That was... Oh.
The hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time.
Tell Tooshi Sims 3 is sitting there.
This
Yeah.
tank is empty. No water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button.
Yeah, me and Fi-Fi are gonna be doing some races soon. We're actually... We haven't, like, fully announced this or discussed this, but we've been openly saying things to the streams that I could just say it. Like, we're gonna do a Tooshi x Fi-Fi marathon where we play through, games that we both know, and then it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a marathon race where we play through all these games in one race. And we'll finish with SMS because that's the game that we both have like the closest time in. But we're gonna do Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario 64, 70 Star, Mario Kart 64, so I have to do some Mario Kart 64. And then there might be some other add-ins as well.
Quite an unusual device.
Thanks, Slivers. And we're gonna try to do that around the new year. And we're gonna try to do that once a month. And so depending on what games we have. Like if we've improved on our games, then it'll change the dynamic a little bit, or if there are new games added into the mix every once in a while. But we're gonna try to do it around the first of the month, so like maybe like the first week of every month. Learning Mario Kart, like I'm just gonna do it like semi-blind basically, Ash. Like I'll probably play through it like 2 or 3 times before before I actually like do the marathon. That's it. Yeah, Hat in Time, if that came out, then that would also be added into the marathon mix. And we'll also do co-op runs, yeah. Assuming that co-op runs can be a thing in the game, you know. Well, Fi-Fi learned Wind Waker HD up through Master Sword, but he wouldn't be comfortable doing a run of it. I would be, but he wouldn't be. Because he, like, he didn't actually, like, do runs to the point. He just, like, learned to that point.
Objection! Overruled. I judge the defendants guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino.
Hey, Isaac.
They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and
Sup,
most of the
Blitz?
Shine sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve the situation.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mesh now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
I've been doing good, Aquatic. I just finished my semester as well. Yesterday was my last final.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Damn it. Final went good, Gravy. Okay. Oh god. Ash, you should uninstall League for the break. You'll find other stuff to do. Anything but League, right? Busy 24/7? Not exactly, now that I'm done with finals. It's vanilla right now. We have to decide what we're gonna do about that. Yeah, I have to watch more Downton, yeah. Okay. Right after you're done with finals, we can talk. Right, it's still gonna be a few days before, like, the Minecraft server is gonna be, like, you know. No, Larbration, I don't want to do that, because that'd be, like, unfair. Because, like, if I like add Ash whitelist and then like we're just on the server just like doing things. I want it to be like a fresh server that like everyone can start at the same time, you know? Although like you can do whatever you want because it's your servers. Like if you're already on it, then I don't care. But like for everyone that's actually like not gonna be like an OP or like, you know, which is gonna be like everyone. In fact, I kind of don't even want to have like the powers to do so. I'm gonna play without using powers as well or whatever. Even though I have them, I think. But I'm just gonna use them to whitelist people and stuff. Also, I kind of assumed that it would be like an automatic thing through subbing, but I'm gonna have to whitelist people manually myself, I guess, which is fine. It'd just be kind of ghetto. It's people like ask in chat, like, or they're just gonna be like, this is my name, and then I just add them after the sub or whatever. No, it should not be non-subs, False Fruit. That is a terrible idea. There's a good reason for that. Because you know the hundreds of people that come into this stream every night on Tooshi that would not be a good fit. Especially for a server that has like no protection at all right now. No, not gonna have OPs. Liberation could be an OP. And I think I will be one, but I won't use it. But OPs is dumb. To have like a bunch of people like that have OP, I don't get it. Can't you make like a custom level, like where I can whitelist people but I can't like cheat? I mean, I won't cheat anyway, like I can control myself. But like, you know, or you probably need like a plugin for that. Yeah, it uses like a plugin. Yeah, mod packs are good too, Value Town, so we have to decide. Liberation says that there could be 2 different servers, so I believe we could have vanilla and a mod where we can choose or something, I don't know. Oh, okay, Liberation, perfect. Okay, cool. I could, or you could have everything of self-control. Yeah, exactly. I can control myself either way. But yeah, doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Then we have to decide if we want to do like a mod pack or whatever. You probably want to do one that was kind of lightweight, just because I don't want to deal with like one that says a shitload of stuff and then like people are like, it's too laggy, and it's like, well, no shit, you don't have the computer that can handle it, because some of those mod packs, like, you actually do need a pretty strong setup to do it, and you have to like use Optifine and shit, and even I have problems running them when I stream. If I stream using my CPU, I have to stream using my graphics card to like not have issues with it. You know, I have like a nice desktop. Liberation would probably have a better idea for what mod packs would be good with servers. Although I don't want to have a mod pack that's RPG based. I don't like RPG based ones as much. Like the ones that are like about adventure and leveling up and killing stuff. And like loot and stuff like that. I don't like those as much. It's fun in something like Terraria, where it's more like combat based and like item loot pickups and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna probably put it up to vote, but I think people will vote for vanilla anyway. Blake, you wouldn't want to do something like that, because then you're making everyone download like a frickin' mod pack, which is like a huge pain in the ass for people who don't know how to do it, just to get like a few things. You're better off like you're better off just going vanilla, because then people can just play right from vanilla. In fact, the more I think about it, I'll probably do better off doing vanilla, because I don't want to have to deal with people asking me, telling me that their mod pack isn't working. I can see it now. I'm going to be streaming, and like every few minutes someone's going to be like, hey, my mod pack isn't working, I need help. Like, it's laggy, need help, please, help me. And I'm just going to be like, no, oh my god, I'm streaming. Oh, what Value Town is saying by client-side mods, Blake, is that you could add some things that even though it's not for everyone, like you can add it specifically for your version of Minecraft. That can help you with recipes and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think it's silly to talk about recipes, like just use the wiki. Yeah, you can put add-ons in the game that other people don't have. Like, you know, if you know what I mean, Blake. Like, so even though they're not something that can affect the actual gameplay, like, you know, you can't be like, I'm gonna add a jetpack. Like, obviously, if it's vanilla Minecraft, you can't add a mod that's gonna affect someone else's thing. But you can, anything that's like aesthetically different, like obviously texture packs is a good example, but you can also do things like I think they're saying with like recipes or like mini-map even or something. Do you just call him Larby? Come on! Come on! Come on! That sucks. There goes all the time. That was so dumb. How can I waste all that time just to like... man. So dumb. Oh yeah, not enough items. Yeah, like if you can get not enough items, then you're set. Because you just click on it and it tells you how to make it. But what we really need to ask ourselves is, for vanilla Minecraft, if we want to have any sort of, like, bucket plugins. Like, for example, property. Like, I feel like very quickly that might become an issue. Hang on, guys. I'm not exactly a kind of fluffy, make Minecraft as easy as possible kind of guy, so... And just saying. If it's gonna make it a lot easier, like, it might not be... But it depends. I can understand, like, creeper explosions and having, like, a slash home. But, I'm heading home on, like, Tuesday and getting back on Friday. I don't care. Spawn island, no trees nearby. Oh, man. Economy would be pretty basic, and only if there had to be an economy for protected area. And by economy, I mean, like, you know, you sell stuff in the game, like gold bars or something, and then you get, like, a currency in the game. Not, like, you know, fucking bullshit where you actually put real money into it. Like all those servers do now. To get more property. I don't know how we can get it, so I don't know yet. We want to have protection, right? And if we have protection, then how do you say give someone more protection if they want it? Like if they want like a bigger area. Hey Martin. Shit. Okay.
That is Peanut Island. The villain's secret hideout must be there.
I don't... Wait, what is Ravy asking? True. Elaboration. If someone griefs, it's easy to find out who and ban them. Okay. Alright. I guess it just depends how big the server is. When we start, we won't. If we have any issues with griefing or if there's too many people on it, there's a lot of people on it, and it starts to get uncomfortable with, like, trying to control what's happening. Or if there's, like... Yeah, then what we'll do is we'll just, we'll add protection. I think there's a plugin that literally all it does is just makes it so if you place a chest then it's protected and it's yours. But then people can do weird things where they could like place a bunch of chests to like block people because you can't break them. But then we'd know who did that and we could do that, so. Yeah, like if you did lots of bad things to the world as well, not just like someone's house, but if you just like, what the fuck happened? What? Rip? I don't know what happened. There you go. What is what, Martin? Oh, what? That's weird. Twitch, get your shit together, bruh. Why, Bazinga? Why would you say that? Because I missed one of your messages or something? Really? That's okay. I don't know. I think people should have their stuff separate anyway, even if you're building together. It's not really that big of a deal. I think we're gonna need that protection in Larberation. Hell, me and Ash on a server alone were like threatening each other like, "Did you take my stuff?" It's like a joke, but like still, like, if we're gonna have like a bunch of people that I don't know who they are, even if they like subbed, like, we're gonna wanna have chest protection. The trade-off that you're talking about, like the downside is not as big as how good it is to have it, in my opinion. And it's kind of ease of mind too. Just because you don't have to like worry about it. Because like also I'd be worried about it. Especially because everyone knows, as soon as I'd be streaming, everyone would know where all my shit is and all my stuff. Although I don't think people would try to take from me, they just take from other people. I don't know. So they didn't say hi, Bazinga? Oh my god. That's weird, Martin. It'll break the permissions? Okay. I still think it'd be worth it, but I don't know. You don't have to fix it, Larberation. You just tell everyone to break their chests and replace them, else you're screwed. And even then, if permissions break, does it mean that they can't get into the chest, or does it just mean that there isn't permission on the chest anymore? Because then I guess that does make it annoying. I think I see what you're saying now. When you said break, I thought you meant like just removes the permissions, not like makes it so no one can access anything. Also, that seems like a bug. Like, you think that would There have to be some plugin out there that doesn't have that kind of issue. Every time you update, it seems ridiculous to me. Oh my fucking god. This is so bad. Oh my god. We get good RNG. Fuck. Well, we're screwed. Okay, well, let's stop talking about Minecraft right now. I just want to try to do this run. Fucking damn it. Not supposed to, Blake. It's against Twitch terms of service. I don't consider it low. I was pretty surprised, actually. But I'm not going to talk anymore about it.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving.
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Excuse me. Huh?
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Solo? Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and
Holy shit, there's a lot of people watching. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Subject identified.
I kind of expected there to be a lot less, just because I don't stream at this time normally. There's a lot of people streaming, and I haven't been streaming that long either. Thank you guys.
Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water.
Thanks, Savage.
If you press the R button over
Hey, Wilco.
you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed.
It's more accessible, I don't care, but it's not when I normally stream, and also there's a lot more people streaming during this time. I guess there aren't that many people on right now
Proceed.
for the night, but still, I'm still quite surprised. Unless it's higher than it actually is, like if it was like fake for a second. So then SRL it says it's lower. It'd make more sense. 136. No, that's. I don't know. Hey, Alpha. Right, I don't care, but when I normally stream late at night, it's usually only a few people are live, so like,
Quite an unusual
you know,
device.
it
Is it some sort of
changes that a lot.
I am glad to meet you.
I'm hungry. Very hungry.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing Fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness description. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection! Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork.
Sorry, I'm not talking very much.
Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti...
I see those PS1 games in the corner.
And most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no
You got a lot of
longer
shelves.
power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure
Yeah, Blake.
the return of the Shine Sprites...
I backed the beta version, 2 copies, one for me and one for a friend, but then Frozen backed the alpha version, one for him and one for a friend, and he gave me his friend copy, so I have the alpha version. I have an extra beta copy, I believe. I have no idea how to get to it though. And so I might be able to give that away at some point.
Go straight this way. You can't miss the med tower.
But beta's not out, so...
Your first job is to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you.
Oh, there's 5 pictures. Okay.
Slacking off.
I was gonna say, like, it seems like there's a lot that you're not showing because you have a lot of games from Xbox and PS3, but like, and Wii, but nothing else. I was like, if you have that many games, you have to have other consoles with other games. Like, and especially because I already know that you play like DK and okay, yeah, there's your N64 and stuff. Damn, I'm so jelly of that setup for all those games. See the last one here. Oh yeah. I only saw the first picture. I'm so dumb.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Stupid N64 games though, am I right? Can't even see the label on the sides. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Hey, Alpha Dolphin. Alpha and Marcus know each other. It's that DK64 community coming together, I'd assume. I'd assume Alpha, you're like around DK64 community a lot since you said you already... If you've freaking done Helm early DK. Oh yeah, Ash, what about the computer setup thing, Majig? Wait, he runs DK64 too? Gonna be running it. He said which game should I, like a few days ago, like yesterday or 2 days ago, it's like 2 days ago. It's like which game should I run, like DK64, SMS, none, or OT, and I was like, either SMS or DK64. He's like, well, I've done DK Helm earlier already once. I'm like, wait, what? I don't even know what Sadix is. What am I dumb? Yeah. Well, you're gonna have a talk with your mom, because... that is not happening. I won't even help you. You're gonna have to get it from Best Buy. Yeah, Best Buy doesn't work, Ash. I said it'd be fine 3 months ago. I would never say that it'd be fine to be able to buy a desktop from Best Buy. Laptop, maybe. You can buy hard drives, sometimes video cards, for a higher price, and not good video cards, but yeah. The thing is, yeah, like, you're gonna need, for parts, you're gonna need to go, you're gonna need to get them either online or at Micro Center. And I know there's Micro Centers in LA area, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. There might be Fry's around too. There's probably a few other places you could go if you want to go in-store to buy stuff. Yeah, Fry's. Yeah, and you could also get pre-builts. You could get a pre-built at like Micro Center or Fry's. So that way, because obviously you're not gonna want to build it yourself, because then you're gonna be like, so you'd have to either have like a friend do it, like if Nez knows what he's doing, which I wouldn't be surprised if he does knows what he's doing with that. If not, then you're gonna want to get a pre-built from one of those stores, or you're gonna want to, I can't remember how much it is, but I think there's like, if it's $40, then that's really not too bad to have them build it for you. If it's $80 though, because it might be, I don't remember, then that's like a lot. Fry's is 45 miles away. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Micro Center, yeah, it might not be a close Micro Center either then, huh? If it's $40, then it's no big deal, Ash, yeah. No problem, Blizz Freak. That's so weird, Martin. Don't worry about it, man. Save your money then. What'd you buy? I'm curious. If it's related to the streaming. If not, then obviously no reason why I would need to know what you're buying. But if it's related to streaming stuff, I'm curious if you got a microphone or something. Ass. It probably is related to streaming. Whatever it is. See you in a bit, Raby. Of course. Regalia. Of course I watched Delzig. Monitor, mic, webcam, new SSD, LGP plus input display. What the fuck? Damn! Somebody had a nice Christmas bonus. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. That's exciting. You're gonna be like fucking set. Nothing else you need now. God, like, I'm trying to think. So what mic did you get? Did you get a USB mic? But like a nicer one this time? What webcam did you get too? Oh, also, if you didn't use my links or whatever, because I don't have Canada set up for my links, but it doesn't even matter now because they like revoked my Amazon associate thing. I think I had to like actually like have people buy things, else then it was like a trial. Like I didn't even realize. Like I had no idea. So next time I apply for it and or whatever, I guess then I'll keep that in mind. Like I assume, like I just assumed that it was like you're in and then like, but it was like a trial. I think it was weird. Yeah, C525 is good. One of the things I like about the C525 is it can focus, like, if you need it to. Like, if you need it to be close up. So, like, if you use, like... If you used it for, like, one day for, like, a... I don't know. I'm trying to think. I remember the original reason I wanted that one was because I needed it to be able to autofocus close in if I was having something close to the camera, like the 3DS, because I actually used that a few times, or like a controller or something. But regardless, yeah, it's a good webcam. If the... Well, you live in Canada, so everything's different, but I would say that I like the C920 to the point where if it was $35 for the C525 and $50 for the C920, which at one point, ideal situation, it was $50 for the C920, which is when I got it, then I would go C920 for 15 bucks more. But if it's more than 15 bucks, then, and you're a tight budget, then it makes sense to go with the C525. It would show up, Ash, but I wouldn't know who bought it. Dan's Gaming streamed it one time. Like, he streamed, like, what people bought on Amazon. So they could see that people are buying, like, sex toys and stuff on using Dan's, like, link. But they don't know who. They just know that somebody did, which I think is absolutely hilarious. In fact, there's, like, a highlight on his channel for it that's pretty popular that you could probably find pretty easily. Though he probably has a lot of highlights. It was a while ago, at least half a year ago. But it's pretty funny. I'm sure you could find it if you wanted to. Yeah, $75. F that, dude. F that. It's just not realistic right now. I wish I've tried the C310 or something like that. I haven't tried it, but I've heard good things about it. I've seen good things about it when I researched it back when I was looking for a webcam, so I put that on the recommended as well for even cheaper. But right now, for the first year and a half of the daily, I had the C525, so... Wait, webcam. You're gonna have a webcam. Oh my god, that's like... You're actually gonna do that, huh? I didn't know if, like, you originally didn't... I assume that originally you didn't, you just didn't use one, like you could've, but you didn't want to. That's funny. Is that how it was originally? Or, like, you just didn't have a webcam and that's why? Or, like, what? Like, I didn't realize that means that you're gonna be on the stream then. That's cool. Yeah, I think the C310 would have also been a good choice. It just depends the price difference. If it was like 10 bucks more for the 525, I'd probably just get the 525. Or like 15 bucks more, then it'd be like a close call. It just depends on what your prices are and stuff. I think it's like 15 bucks more, which is pretty... tough choice, I guess. I'd probably go with the C3. Well, I don't want to say because that's not what you got, but I'd probably go with the C310, and that way I can just get the C920 eventually because the lighting is easier to work with on the C920, which is kind of why I like it. The lighting's just better, so it's not like hard. Like my lighting situation has gotten better, even though I haven't been. I still just have like the one light. Yo, what's up, Joden? Yeah, I've been doing pretty good with the runs lately. I did a lot of practice yesterday, and I've been doing a lot of not resetting, basically. I don't know, like the last week or so, I've completed at least a run a day, which is pretty cool. Like the last 2 days, yesterday and the day before that, I only did one run, but I like did the whole run, like I completed both runs. I've been completing a lot of them, so. I've had a few attempts that were gonna PB, and then I killed it in Noki 6 right at the end. He splits from the end. Smaller than the Xbox 360 controller. Think of it like a GameCube controller, except move the handle one hand. It's caught on something. Move the handle like one handle over distance. Does that make sense? It is pretty small. But yeah, like one handle over on the GameCube controller, and that will kind of. I'm playing this on a Wii. Brigilla. Bite me, dude. Welcome back, man. I'd assume, yeah. I think welcome back to the sub club. Enjoy the emotes. Thank you so much. Nope. Nope. Oh man. Sorry guys, I gotta try to. Yeah, thank you so much, Bite Me. Really, Martin? Nice. Yeah, that Amazon highlight is really funny. Ooh, I almost hit the chain there. That would have sucked. We're out today or yesterday. There you go. I'm so bad at remembering who's subbed and who's not. That's something I'll never understand that Dan can do. Like, Dan's Gaming, I asked him, I was like, is there like any kind of program they use that tells you if they're a resub or not? I didn't start the replay buffer, no. Started it now. He says that he just has a really good memory. Like, what the how do you remember? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how he does it. What he probably does, what I should probably do more, is only say it if I'm like absolutely sure, you know? Like just say thanks for the sub and stuff. But then like, if it's obvious, like there's people that it's like so obvious for me. And it should have been for Bite Me, to be honest, but I don't know. I got really bad memory, I guess. I don't know, I don't like observe it in the chat. Like when I look at chat, I'm not like, oh, this person is subbed, this person isn't subbed. Like I never like realize when I'm reading Blake's questions or whatever that he's not subbed, you know? So the only way I know if someone's subbed is if I remember them like notified, getting getting the notification, me thanking them. I just don't like, I don't like look at the icons in the chat. Is that bad? I don't know. I don't know, 'cause it's gonna be awkward too, because like some streamers, they'll be like, they'll look at you in chat and they'll be like, oh, you're not subbed anymore. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't even know. Like I wouldn't be able to like, I don't notice when, like the fact that Bite Me didn't have his icon next to him, I'm not like, oh, he's not subbed anymore. Like I just don't even notice. Sorry, Blake. I didn't mean to, man. I should use Martin because I know that he's gonna be subbing soon, when he can at least. His bank is an asshole or whatever. Green screen, do you recommend just go to Walmart? Yeah. If you have like a Walmart that has a fabric section in it, which I didn't even know mine did, but I assume most of them actually do have it. I don't know. It's in like the center of the store. I would just call the Walmart and ask if they have a fabric section. But yeah, it cost me $6, so. Ah. Come on! Oh my god. Yikes. Oh god. We're so done. This is bad. Oh no. That was a disaster. Pianta skip. Yeah, Pianta's pretty shitty. I mean, between the RNG in Pianta 1 and then the RNG in Pianta 5 and Yoshi skip. Yoshi skip's not a problem. Pianta 3 can be annoying. Pianta 4 has a little bit of RNG. Honestly, the only good shines in Pianta are Pianta 6 and Pianta 3 can be pretty fun, even though it's kind of hard. This one is really short, but it's, I don't know, it's not really much here. I mean, it's a Shadow Mario level, so it's not bad. I'd say this is a pretty good Shadow Mario level. Pretty chill. I don't think that shows that I have more fun from streaming than money from subs, but obviously that is the case. It's not about the Twitch bucks. You're on the donation list? Oh, the donation list is so outdated. So outdated. Trenlo, if you're on emulator and you're playing with the Xbox controller, it may not be possible. Without, like, some weird stuff. I can't remember exactly, but, like, you have to be holding down the trigger halfway. On the GameCube controller, it's analog, so it's not digital. So you can hold it down a little bit or a lot. And the only way that you stop moving when you spray is if you completely click down the... You have to click down. There's, like, a actuation point where you go from, like, a pressure trigger to, like, an actual trigger. And that's the problem with emulator and with an Xbox controllers is doesn't exactly work out sometimes. I stopped doing honey skip because I wanted to just complete runs. I'm going for a PB, and to get a PB, I need to complete a run. There's a lot of time to save in the last half hour of the game, so I need to get to the last half hour. Hopefully less than plus a minute, and then we have potential to PB. Yeah, there is a way to do it with an Xbox trigger because Xbox triggers are pressure sensitive as well, but it's gonna require you to set up the input correctly. That makes any sense? Nice, that was good. Night, Freaky. Thanks for watching. Shit. Shit, guys, I fucked up. I made a big mistake, guys. Okay, good. That was dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought we were done with this game. It's a speedrun, Amanda, so I have to... I'm trying to get a better time, so I play through the game many times. Like, I've beaten this game many times. The goal is with the times that are on the that are above my webcam. We're in the red right now. Means that we are behind my PB. My PB being my personal best time for the game. 1:25:34, where it says Bowser, meaning that's when I beat Bowser, like that's when I beat the game, is what we're trying to beat. Right now we're 37 minutes into the game, so we will know if I have beat it in basically another, 50 minutes, or a little less than 50 minutes. But I have to play well for another 50 minutes. And all of the red times track how well I'm doing in comparison to the last time I beat it, or the time that I beat it the fastest before this. So, what that means is that we need to get that time down into the blue, because right now we're in the red, which is bad. But, if I play my cards right on this shine, with these stupid turtles, then I can do that. We got one turtle left. Just gonna save some time. So it's plus 16 seconds, but we should get down to like plus 7 or 8 seconds, probably. You can see the times counting up right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're plus 9 now, which is better. Getting closer to blue. Nine of luxury. Go! What the fuck? Oh. Great. Hey, Axel. YOLO, what's up? Hey, Void. Invader, what's up, man? Nice, Vader. Hit it, Nat. What's up? Thanks for follow. Two Jors. Thanks for follow, Atomic. Wait, what am I doing? Oh my god. Pay attention, dude. Yeah. There's some other stuff, Blake. Unless you're talking about, the, like, not me. Yo, you're talking about in general for the game, right? Not me. Historically. Okay. Okay. Juan. Juan Tooshi. No! What, you fucking bitch! Oh! GG. Wow. Wow! Fuck this dude! Fuck! That was the stupidest reset I've done in a long time. It was so stupid.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff. I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer overdosing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my tank. If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water
Hey, Medley
can
fan.
be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button. Instructions complete. Proceed. Mario.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
Glad to meet you. Someone's coming.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution
Hey, Sid.
itself is not
How you
the
been?
main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a Shine Sprite. Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Hey, let go, thug. Yeah, long time. What's up? How you been?
Your first job is to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
LGP Stream Engine won't work if Skype is open. or web camera software is open. Anything capture card related or like video device related, basically. Try closing those programs first. Or restarting your computer, then closing the programs, then trying it. Because I had to do that once before too, and I don't know why. Webcam software, like I have like a Logitech webcam controller software. That affected it as well. What about the 64-bit? x84 means 32-bit software, basically. Is there 64-bit software for it? I don't know. Maybe not. But there's a few things you need. You need the LGP drivers, and then you need the LGP Stream Engine software. It also would be a good idea to get the AverMedia normal software as well. That way you can kind of test to see if it's the Stream Engine that's the problem or the capture card that's the problem. Lots of times what I'll do is I'll load up the normal AverMedia software and it'll prompt you for how you want to input. You put in like, you know, one step input and then you put it as game source and then detect where it is, and then it will, if it works, then you know that the capture card is working. It's just the Stream Engine that's having an issue. And sometimes that'll kind of kick it into gear too. If you open that and get it to work and then close it and then open LGP Stream Engine afterwards. Did you change consoles, Sid? Like, are you on a different console now, or is it... Because, like, that could be it, too. Like, why isn't it working now? Like, what... Have you changed anything, you know? 'Cause if you change consoles, then... Because I think... Did you say Xbox One? Did you have an Xbox One before? I think maybe you did, actually. Probably. I don't know. Nice, Corgi. Ah, okay, Sid. You could try troubleshooting by choosing the Xbox again, or using the original Xbox 360 again if you still have it, just to see what the issue is. First you need to see what the issue is, and then once you know what it is, then you can try to fix it. I don't know what your actual issue is. Just that's not working. Because it could be that you change the resolution on your Xbox One and then it like doesn't like it or something stupid. In fact, that happened to me where my LGP wouldn't work and I actually wasn't able to use it that day because I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. And it turns out that my Wii had somehow changed from 480p to 480i, and I didn't do it. Like, it wasn't my fault. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. It like automatically changed it at some point, and that was what caused it to not work. See ya, Void. So follow. Northman. Okay. What the fuck? Oh my god, this game. Or take a Gazio picture of it. Or a push. The hell? Yeah. I disagree. Push is not better. Gazo's better. Team Gazo. I've been missing spin jumps, man. Nice game, guy. Move, move, move. No, dude. Okay. This guy. So Frozen, do you know that... Oh, crap. Lethal Frag's Amazon affiliate got revoked just now. Like, he just had, like, an announcement on his stream, like, half an hour ago. Also, my Amazon associate thing got declined. So, like, I was an Amazon associate on, like, trial, I guess, which I didn't realize. And they were like, we didn't accept you for, like, the full associate thing. I mean, no one even got anything using it, so I assume that, like, they were just like, oh, he's not actually doing anything with it, so they just didn't let it through. Like, I don't know. Like... I mean associate, not affiliate. Associate, affiliate, I don't know. Okay.
That is Peanut Island. The villain's secret hideout must be there.
No, I watched it, Frozen. I just turned off the desktop audio, which still feeds the game audio, so if someone would have donated or sub during that time, it wouldn't have shown up with the sound. But I should get Live Streamer Plus and then use the VLC and redirect the audio so I can watch streams without the audio going through, but I haven't because, I mean, generally if I watch streams, then I tend to talk less anyway, so music, it's okay, but other people talking in the background makes me not want to talk over them. And I'm also listening to it, which is kind of distracting. You have to, like, actively listen. But I wanted to hear what the announcement was, so... And it was during a cutscene anyway, when he was actually doing the announcing. But it's not really that big of a deal. It's not, like, make or break if I... Ooh. Yeah. But it's not a good idea to have a stream on all the time, is all I'm saying. Which is obvious. Damn it! That sucks. Yeah, it just compounds. Yeah. Look how close I am to the shine. Look at that. I'd say I'm plenty quiet normally. Like, oh. That was a weird entrance, but I think it was faster. Oh shit! Okay then. That happened. What even happened? I don't even know. Yeah, there are some people I have a hard time watching if they talk too much. I think the general Twitch populace, though, would disagree with you, Blake, but that doesn't mean that they're right, and it also doesn't mean that that means it's better for streaming. Could be better to have more people in your stream, it doesn't make for a better stream, though. Maybe, it's better to have less people in your stream, but those people that are watching are, like, better. This is just something I noticed with a lot of... Not really, Ash. This is something I noticed. It's more just like a casual streamer thing. Like, some of the casual streamers, you listen to them, and it's just like, I don't know. You can only intake so much. Like, after, like, half an hour or so, it's just like, I can't do it anymore. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's bad. Did somebody do that? I wonder if anyone does that, because I know that option was there. I saw it and I was like, what the fuck? And Doctor, you know who does that, or used to do that? Siglimic used to make it so so people can't see highlights. Siglimic used to do that. I don't think he does anymore. Day 9 does it, which is kind of sad, because I really like Day 9. Father-son gaming. Oh, I'm talking about the highlight thing, not the 480p thing. Father-son gaming does the 480p thing, though? Is that what you're saying? I can't believe people actually do that. And past broadcasts. Damn, loading it up. Benny does past broadcasts. Oh yeah, I don't care. It'd be silly to have runs that you can't even look at the world record run unless you have sub. That would just be ridiculous. But still, just like past broadcast highlights in general. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like incentives to subbing should not be a limitation put in place to make it an incentive, but an incentive on top of no limitations. If that makes any sense. Like, I mean, I guess I am gonna do that sub-server thing on Minecraft, and that's probably as close as I've gotten to something that's gonna be, you know, it's a limitation. But it's extra. It's not a part of the stream, you know? You can still be fully a part of the stream. It's just a extra thing, which is a Minecraft server. So I guess that doesn't even count, so that's fine. But, like, subbing should give you extra incentives, not, like, extra things. The incentives should be add-ons, not take away things that are normally in other streams. Like, if you want your stream to be best as it can be, you should have... Any viewer should be able to, you know, do anything... I don't know. Seems kinda... Obviously, emotes is something... I don't know if you can count that a part of the... Is that a part of the viewer experience? Part of the chat experience? But... Sub emotes is standard. Like, everyone gets it. No one's mad about the fact that all the sub emotes aren't free for everyone. I mean... Completely permanent sub only is so much different to me than... Even if they allow... Like, obviously, I'm not planning on ever doing this. I'm just trying to say for big streamers that think that they need to because, you know, their chat is shit without it. Like, I understand that for those big streamers, but they should at least... You should at least have one time... Like, you should give people an opportunity to talk to you that don't have money. Like... If they never have an opportunity to talk to you, then, like, that's horrible. Like, there should always be an opportunity for people who can't sub because they literally cannot. Like, they would love to, but they can't. There should be an opportunity for those people to be able to communicate with the streamer at some point. So, like, one day a week or something. I can understand that, for sure. Yeah, like, I think that's what... Is that what Dan does and what Lethal Frag does and stuff like that? Oh! Fucking bitch! God, every run, I'm just getting trolled at, like, I can't play the game today. Yesterday was fine, today I can't play it. Oh my god. So bad. Oh, he does sub only for when... Oh, never mind. Frozen, yeah. I'm dumb. Doesn't even have a day he has no sub. He used to do Fridays, but not anymore. Really? He cut that out? I think that there should be a day where you can. Okay. Yeah, there should be a day where non-subs can talk to you. Sorry. My ear itches. Yeah, you do Frozen?
Yeah. Phew.
3 days? Wait, 2. You mean like 2 extra days or 1 extra day? What the fuck? I don't care. How old are you? What the fuck is that? Two days to skip gym. Tisk tisk. Oh shit. Please. Let's see. I'm going back on Tuesday. I'm gonna be back on Friday. Oh man. Tuesday to Friday. I really cut out a lot of. Last year I was home for. God, I was home for a while, if I remember right. I brought home all 3 monitors and everything. Not this time though. Not this time. Sorry, I got some people. My mom's texting me something and nope, you didn't text me. Oh man. Okay, give me a second. I got. Okay. Ugh. Man, I have like 2 different people texting me right now, and then old friend of mine, Aubrey, that I used to play table tennis with, is wondering when I'm gonna be home for the break. Ping pong hype. She could come over and I could stream. I could stream when we play a match or whatever, because she's good. My dad, unfortunately, is not exactly as well trained as me or Aubrey's at table tennis. So I do have the robot though too. But yeah, that'd be cool if she runs really cool. Table tennis stream is gonna happen either way. It's gonna happen, but that'll be next week. But around Christmas time. But yeah, we'll see when it actually happens. But I don't know. I'm super hungry right now. So I have to eat. So I might. I don't know what I'm supposed to eat. What am I gonna eat? Bagels. Bagels. I will chop chop. It'll happen around Christmas time. I'll let you guys know more when I get close. Dominoes? Dominoes isn't a bad idea. I could get some Dominoes. I wonder if there's a deal this week. Let's check the deals. Dominoes. Oh! Oh, I can get a large 3-topping for $8. Talk to my roommates to see what they're up to. Yeah, it's Thursday. Yeah, Larboration's got it right. Except I wouldn't want to do delivery because I don't want to pay for delivery. 3 toppings. I would get chicken, bacon, and black olives. Mmm. 555 deal. Don't remember. I don't remember what the 555 deal was. Was it like a five pizzas, 5 toppings, $5 a piece. They're mediums though. You had to get 5. So that would be a really good deal for like if you have friends and stuff. $5 for the entire deal. No. No. Right? No. No, it's five a piece. Nice celebration. I'm pretty sure the highway never called up. Did you seriously pay $5 for 5 pizzas, Blake? Like it was an accident, maybe? That would have been hilarious. Okay. So I've been stalling for 5 large Domino's restaurants. Yeah, for $5 total. Yeah. I'm stalling. If you haven't noticed, like, look at me, I'm just stalling. I think what I want to do is I want to go and just like relax and eat. Since I started my stream so early, I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't be streaming later tonight, even though I normally don't start the stream again. Considering no SRL. Yeah, I mean, I should be up super late tonight because of when I woke up and stuff, and I don't have anything to do. But I'm just gonna stop and eat and chill for a bit, and then I'll probably be back in like 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I'm saying 2 to 3 hours because I don't want to undershoot it and then have people be like, you said you're gonna be back, but I'm giving myself lots of extra time. I don't know. We'll see. That's the plan though. I streamed for 3 hours so far. And I should be feeling good about Sunshine again, because I really do want to go for the PB. So hopefully we can try to do that after. So yeah, I'll see you guys later tonight. Thanks for watching. In the meantime, you can go to Jeff's stream, because I never get to raid or host Jeff. But I'll be back later tonight or whatever.